Today guys, I'm going to be showing y'all how you can AFK macro and get a ton of fingers and gems super easily in anime Vanguards. Anyways y'all, let's get right into it. Alright guys, real quick before we go ahead and begin, here's some things they have to do. So make sure on your macro you click on these tools right here, so preferences, and make sure you have continuous playback on. Also guys, make sure that your play speed is on 1 and always on top is on as well. So once again, always on top, continuous playback, and make sure your speed is on 1. Alright, then what you want to do is head over to your in-game settings. Make sure you have auto skip waves on as well, it's really important. Head over to your Roblox settings and make sure you have your graphics on manual and set that to 1. Now the reason I'm doing this is just to reduce lag so you don't get like kicked out and stuff. Alright, now for the team, it's pretty much all you need is 3 slots. Now if you guys are wondering why I have level 1 units, that's just because what I like to do is I get 1 strong unit, so I have my Gojo here for like the main damage. That's really all you need. So all you need is 1 unit that can deal a lot of damage. So that's why I'm using Gojo. You can use anyone else, doesn't have to be Gojo. I just recommend that you use a unit with full AoE. But the reason I have units that are level 1 is because what I like to do is I just like to place my Gojos down and deal a lot of damage. Then I just spam these level 1 units so I can get takedowns on them. So then I can come over here and then re-roll their stats. And if I get anything good on them, I go ahead and transfer it to my units that I actually use. So if you guys want to do that, you can as well. But the requirements is to have a high dealing damage unit. And you need to make sure they have both money units. Alright, those are the only 3 requirements. And if you want, you can throw in some bad units just to grind takedowns. But anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and begin. And not only will you be making a ton of gems and fingers, but you're also be making the best XP item in the game, which is this transfigured soul. Bro, you get like 1,000 of these, and you can max out like 5 units all the way up to level 60. It's actually crazy. This method is super good for getting fingers, a ton of gems, and a ton of food items to max out your units. Alright, anyways, y'all, once you're in, all you want to do is head to the back really quickly. And then what I like to do when I'm at the back is I like to position myself on this broken tile right here, just so that I'm able to reuse this after. And then I just zoom out a little bit. You don't want to zoom out too much. Then just go ahead and click on record. I like to click on the screen a little bit. Then click on yes. And as soon as you click yes, place down your money units. Alright, that's just to maximize the money that you make, because on wave 0 to 1 you make a ton of money. As you can see, I have almost like 2,000. You don't have to do that, but it helps a little bit. Alright, and then what you want to do after placing down your money units is go ahead and place down your main damage unit. Just place 1. Alright, and then you should be set. Now all you want to do is just focus on maxing out all of your money units. Alright, so once again, place down all 4 of your money units. So the 3 speedwagons and then the legendary money unit. And then place down your damage unit. And you don't have to really, you don't need to do anything after that. Just focus on upgrading your money. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna max out all of my speedwagons. And then what I do is I'll just like to click on them a bunch of times and spam T. Alright, just to make sure that they're all upgraded. So I'm just gonna spam on this one, click here, spam on this one, click here, and do the same thing for this one. Just spam T. Alright, and I'm just gonna keep repeating that until I have all 3 of them maxed out. Alright guys, so as you can see, I just went ahead and maxed out all of my speedwagons. As you can see, I'm just going to click on them one more time just to make sure they're all maxed out, just so the macro doesn't mess up. Alright, so now that I have all 3 of my speedwagons maxed out, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my Gojo a few times. Just go ahead and spam T on him. Alright, and then what I like to do is just place down another one, just to make sure that no units get by. And I like to just make sure you're doing make sure you're moving it around just so it doesn't, because sometimes if you don't move it around, it like teleports. I don't know, bro, it's weird. So make sure you're just moving it around. I'm just gonna keep doing that just to make sure I place them down. Alright, then I like to click on the screen over here, wait a little bit. Alright, make sure both of them are down. Now what you want to do after having 2 of your damage units down is just go ahead and do the same thing to this unit right here. You just want to spam upgrade him pretty much till he's maxed out. You don't really need to focus on your damage units right now. Just mainly focus on your legendary money unit. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna max them out, and then I'll show y'all what to do after that. Alright guys, I just maxed out my legendary money unit as well. So now y'all, once you have all of your money units maxed out, you just want to go ahead and place down all of your damage units. So I can only place down 3 Gojos, so I'm gonna place down 3. If you're using like Vegeta, just make sure you place them all down. Whoever you want to use, bro. It really doesn't matter. I just recommend that the unit that you're going to use does a lot of damage. That's all that matters, really. All right, now what I'm gonna do is just focus on this Gojo right here. I'm just gonna upgrade him until I get full AOE. All right, guys. Now the reason I'm placing all of my units all the way in the back is because if you place your units in the front, then the what's it called, if you don't kill Mahito, then a train will come and then they'll start like spawning units in the back. So if you have your units in the front or in the middle, you still won't win, because units come from like the front, units spawn from the back, they spawn from the middle, they just spawn from everywhere. That's why we're placing our units all the way in the back, just so we can handle any leaks. All right, now if you want to, you can place your units in the front. You're just gonna have a bunch of leaks, so you're gonna have to place units in the back, in the middle, and the front, and that's too much work. So if you guys want this to work, just place all your units in the back, y'all. It's really, really easy. All right, so I'm just gonna focus on Gojos now and just try to max all of them out, and then I'm also gonna click on auto. If you have, oh, also I forgot to mention, y'all, if you're going to be using like for example Gojo, you want to make sure that you have shake screen off, because it does ruin the macro. I forgot to mention that. So I'm just gonna now my macro is probably gonna get messed up, but it really doesn't matter because I'm not gonna be using this anyway. I'm just doing this just to show y'all what to do. But I forgot to mention, make sure if you're going to be using Gojo or like any other unit that like shakes your screen, you want to make sure you turn that off, because I will ruin your macro. I forgot to mention that. It's my fault. My macro is probably gonna get messed up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn that off real quick. Alright, but like I said, once you max out all of your money units, just focus on maxing out all of your damage units. So I'm just gonna focus on maxing out all of my Gojos right now. And also, y'all, if you run this overnight, you should be making around like 30 to 40 fingers, around like 25,000 gems, like a minimum 20k gems. Like I run it overnight and I'd be making like around 30-40 fingers, 25,000 gems. I get like 1,000 transfigured souls. Bro, you get a bunch of things from doing this. This is so OP. Alright, and then once again, I'm just gonna focus on my Gojos right now, max them all out. Alright guys, and also I recommend that you make sure you only go up to around like wave 40. Now the reason I'm saying only go up to like wave 40 or below is because the less you do, the less mistakes you'll have. So if you try going up to like wave 100 or some shit like that, your macro is probably gonna have some mistakes, not gonna lie. So make sure you're only doing like wave 40 or below. But if you want, you can do higher. I just recommend to stay at 40 or below, just to minimize on the mistakes. Because you don't know, your macro will probably have a mistake, and then you're gonna have to redo it, and you just wasted like 50 minutes of your time. Because I see some people who try to macro like wave like 60 plus, and that's just a waste a lot of time. They waste a lot of time on that, because it takes them like 40 minutes to do it, and then they have to redo it just because there was like one little mistake. So like I said, just go up to wave 40, bro. You don't need to be going higher than wave 40. Alright, and then the Mahito clones, just ignore them. You guys don't need to kill them. It does nothing. If you don't kill them, it spawns the train, and then the train will just summon units, but it doesn't matter. Alright, and then at around like wave 15, what I like to do is I like to spam these other units. So I'm just going to spam them right here, just because I like to get takedowns on them. Spam them over here. Make sure I have all of them placed down. Alright, I'm just gonna go spam one more time just in case my macro missed it. See, I missed the Naruto. Alright, then what I like to do after that, just click on the screen, and then once again go back to my Gojos. Try to max them out. So I have 2 maxed out right now. I'm just gonna try to max out this last one. And then since I forgot to turn off like screen shakes, I'm not gonna be using my Gojo's domain expansion. So it really doesn't matter. My Gojo will still be able to solo easily to wave 40. But once again, guys, it's very, very important that you turn off screen shakes if you will be using Gojo's domain expansion. That's because it'll shake your screen, and then your macro like 100% will get ruined. So make sure you keep that in mind. Alright guys, I have all of my units maxed out. Now pretty much once you have them maxed out, you really don't need to do anything else. You just leave it. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and end my macro just because I don't really need to macro this. I have no reason to macro this, bro. I'm just showing you guys how to macro it. Now I recommend only go up to wave 40, y'all. Just if you want it to work 100%. If you want to go past that, it's fine. Just do what you want, bro. But if you guys want it to work and you want to be able to reuse it, all you want to do is go up to wave 40 and then make sure you guys are like aligning yourself on the same spot on this broken tile. So I just use this broken tile just to reuse my macro, but you don't have to. You can remake it all the time. And yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.